Good morning from Las Vegas. We're going to take a little journey from our campsite, taking the dog, taking the Jimbo, taking the Christy. That's right, it's Christy and Jimbo here from Chrimbo's Chronicles. We're headed to Death Valley, the other side. We did take you to Death Valley and saw the 10 charcoal kilns. But now we are gonna go over to the other side. Death Valley's pretty big, so yeah, several hours, long, wide, whatever. But here we go. Let's go for a ride. We have made it to Death Valley. So let's go explore this side. We are at, sea level. Feels like home. Need some gas. Oh no, absolutely not. Beat that. Anyone find a sign with it worse? But we are in Death Valley, so. Says, of course, it's not the worst of the day yet. It's only 8:24 in the morning. Every 1,000 feet higher is 5 degrees Fahrenheit cooler. Every 300 meters higher is 3. So the charcoal kilns were at 6,864 feet. And we're down here, Furnace Creek, at 190 feet right now. We're headed to the Artist Palette. It's a cool 95-degree breeze coming at ya. More than 5 million years ago, repeated volcanic eruptions blanketed the landscape, depositing ash and minerals. The volcanic minerals were chemically altered by heat and water with variable amounts of oxygen and other introduced elements. Chemical analysis have identified a paint pot of elements: iron, aluminum, magnesium, titanium, but no copper. Some of the colored minerals here include red hematite and green chlorite. This is truly a natural artist palette of color splashed across the slope. The time of day, clouds, and the rare rainfall shift the intensity of the colors, making each visit slightly different. Oh, it's beautiful here. are 282 feet below sea level at Badwater Basin. The lowest point in North America, Jimbo. Currently 98 degrees at 9:49 a.m.
Can't believe this water.
I know. It's basically a salt flat out there you can walk on. This is also the hottest place on Earth. A record hot temperature of 134 in 1913, June of 1913. Supposed to get to 112 here today. Oh, there's the Badwater Pool. Used to be a lot more water, huh? Look at the old picture of it. Water is rare and precious in Death Valley. Imagine the disappointment when a surveyor mapping this area could not get his mule to drink from this pool. He wrote on his map that the spring had bad water, and the name stuck. Badwater Pool is not poisonous, just salty, as the presence of pickleweed, aquatic insects, and larvae proves. It is also home to one of Death Valley's rarest animals, the Badwater snail. These tiny mollusks exist only in a few springs at the edge of Death Valley salts. To protect these creatures, please view the pool from only the boardwalk. All right. This is an ancient aquifer. See, there's the sea level. Ancient aquifer feeds that thing all year long. It's not doing a very good job. No. The salt flats. Oh, it feels weird. Oh, I guess there's water if you dig. Huh. All kinds of little pits. It doesn't feel like 98 degrees to me. Huh? Yeah, here too. And it's very crystally. I hear it crunching. That's as far as Jimbo right there. That's his line, and 98 degrees in the Badwater Basin. I don't blame you. That dude was seriously hiking though. Did you see him? The one that was we passed with the red, white, and blue shirt on.
Oh, he was just right here.
He was covered in sweat,
Yeah.
and he had a walking stick. I think he walked out, and we caught him on his way in. But what do I know? My screen is completely dark. I can't see anything.
And then with all the white, and then just
Yeah.
back on too.
We're probably getting sunburnt.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, though. So the hottest place on Earth and the lowest place in North America. Let's get back to the dog in the Jeep, which is running. Don't come at us. Prehistoric Lake Manly, fed by melting Sierra Nevada glaciers and surrounded by trees, would have looked very different from what you see now, with no exit from the valley. The lake grew to a depth of 500 to 600 feet and stretched for 100 miles, leaving Shoreline Butte as an island. And this spot was under 400 feet of water right here. Today, ancient beach lines on Shoreline Butte mark the fluctuating levels of Lake Manly, like rings around a bathtub. Wind-driven waves deposit deposited sand and gravel or eroded cliffs along the water's edge, creating features known as strand lines. Geologists have identified more than 12 strand lines, which are best observed when the sun is at a low angle. At the base of a shoreline butte is the Amargosa River, an intermittent waterway that flows underground for most of its 185-mile length, or after heavy rainstorms drains into the valley. Wow. Okay, Ashford Mill Ruins. In 1914, gold ore from the Golden Treasure Mine, 5 miles to the east, was processed here. The Ashford brothers sold the mine for $50,000 to a Hungarian count who later sold it to B.W. McCausland for $105,000. Look at all the different color rocks just...
All in the wall.
Huh. That would be a rock hound's dream. Brought my climbing shoes. Oh, the raven. You're so mean.
You think they know? You think they
No. No, when they fly over your head, you feel their presence. Oh, look at the bigger colored rocks. Huh. This was their view. The fact that my sandals are melting makes it a little easier to walk because they're gripping onto the rocks. What'd you find? Death Valley glass? Mm-hmm. Thanks, babe. It's still kind of sharp.
that white piece.
All right, y'all. This concludes our visit to Death Valley National Park. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.